حلقة جديدة من كات ووك بتنطلق بعد لحظات وبتقدم لكم فقرات منوعة ومليئة بالترندز، الرانويز، الديزاينرز والفاشن فوتوغرافي. وأول قسم من حلقتنا رح نخصصه للديزاينرز ترندز لربيع وصيف 2014، وبداية مع جي لاغوش والمصمم مارسيل مارونجو اللي ركز على الفوتورستيك ديزاينز والتكنولوجي بسبرينغ سمر كولكشن.
Hello, I'm Marcel Maronjou. I'm the designer for Guy Laroche, and this is my show in Paris. Is all about technology, future, everything that is that can make us move forward. The fabrics this time are we've been researching a lot new fabrics, new ways of assembling as well, less sewing, and there's lots of fusion actually. Some fabrics today you can fuse together without any stitches, which is very interesting, without the fabrics being totally artificial. So for example, we have a very spongy, soft, fabulous fabric that is made of silk with just a little bit of polyamide, which enables us to do fusion. So the whole idea with the collection was about shapes, organic shapes, a little bit futuristic, and that enabled me to do these interesting outfits. The Guy Laroche woman would be, if you see the first outfit, the first girl coming out, Catherine McNeil, my absolute favorite girl of the moment. For me, she's the Guy Laroche woman. She's fragile yet super strong. She has this attitude. At the same time, there's an opening for sensitivity and more. This woman is full of dimensions. She's like multi-dimensional. Inspirations come from so many different things. It could be a movie, it could be an art exhibition, it could be a color, it could be some trip I've made. I see someone in the street. But this time it was all about shape and going forward and exploring new fabrics and new shapes.
خلال أسبوع الموضة بلندن، المصمم ماريوس شواب اعتمد الأشكال الهندسية والرسومات والبرينتس بمجموعة الربيع والصيف، ومثل مارسيل مارونجو حب يركز أكثر على موضة المستقبل أو كيف بيشوفها من خلال تصاميمه.
Hello Fashion TV, this is Mara Schwab. The collection starts always with either with a technical term, and this time was like contours, and I looked at, you know, how you can express contouring. Started with airbrushing, looking at, you know, the words kind of brings like a retrospective of like 40s, 50s when you would draw pin-ups, or even Alan Jones, you know, the sculptures and the piece that he created kind of bring a seductive element to when you apply it on a garment. And I'm kind of obsessed of bringing skin on the cloth, so it was very much about, you know, flattering the body by slimming it with the lines. The element of evening wear now needs to come into evening wear, and that's what was the challenge, like bring the typical like marriage fab garment, which is much more into the evening and cocktail. So staplers that connect pieces of garment together, or open a window display into the skin. So yeah.
عند المصمم دينيس باسو الابتكارات كانت مثل عودة بالزمن لعصر السينما الذهبي، وحب يكرم على طريقته الهوليوود جودسز أو أساطير السينما العالمية اللي تأثر فيهم خلال مسيرته بمجال تصميم الأزياء.
Hello, Fashion TV. How are you?
Baby doll, I see you crying, standing on the wall. Some people try to hurt you, but you don't have to worry at all. Don't believe what they say, 'cause you are.
So this year's collection, this was the year that I was finalizing my 30th anniversary, and we did this as a tribute to some of the great Hollywood goddesses. But as we look back on them, they were young women then, so I'm creating for the young woman today. And it's modern, it's contemporary, it's very luxurious, and they're red carpet looks that can be translated into someone's personal life, whether it's an event, a charity, or just occasion dressing for the day. It has a real glamour to it, I think, that went from short shorts to Duchess satin ball gowns. So we've had a full roster of just lots of different inspiration and color. We've done black and white, and then we've done soft sky blue, rose pink, and then a brilliant tangerine.
You are a star, baby doll, it don't matter.
The fabric we're using tulle, Duchess satin, double face satin, cotton lace, organza, light, airy, a chiffon, printed, geometric floral. So it's floral, but it's modern. And you'll see that on the runway with some of the larger bold prints.
You are a star, a star.
And furs, well, we've taken the geometric feeling and we've done some geometric, so you can see even right here in this pink and orange little mink bolero that clearly has a geometric feeling to it with these inserts. So whether it's that or it's a longer coat or pale pink dyed sable, we've done unusual things that normally were only made for playful furs. We've done them with serious furs, and you'll see that on the runway, pairing them, crocodile vests with trim. Just lots of different combinations to make them unique, to make them modern, to make them appeal to that woman who's in her 20s and 30s.
تصاميم الربيع والصيف بالنسبة لكارين ووكر هي مزيج من الأوربن ستايل العصري والثقافة الهندية الآسيوية، يعني بوب كريشنا ستايل إذا فينا نقول. وهالكولكشن المتنوعة انعرضت بأسبوع الموضة بنيويورك.
This is a love song, nothing new.
Hello Fashion TV, I'm Karen Walker and this is New York Fashion Week.
This is a love song just for you. Hold me close to your heart.
It's a little bit of Eastern meets urban, so we look to that Krishna style of dressing where it's that sort of traditional Eastern practicality mixed with modern urban utility.
And I'll stay close to your soul. No, you'll never be alone.
Well, I've always just really loved the way that look translates, that mix of muslin with sportswear, with doty pants, with sweaters, those kind of two contrasting feels. And it seems perfect for a summer collection as well, because you get to play in that world of muslins and cheesecloths and gauzes, but then throw it back with more utility pieces. Example of the kind of Eastern influence. So we've used this linen muslin and done this sort of doty style of trouser, but kind of rolled up and a little bit soft and slouchy and low crotch, and then little sort of matching tangerine wrap top that kind of comes off that idea of scarves and gauziness. Over again a really gauzy linen shirt with again a really light muslin cotton jacket, but it comes off this idea of an anorak, so it takes a really sort of Western utility kind of starting point, but executing it in a very soft sort of Eastern kind of fabric.
All I need now is your eyes to remind me of who I am.
And here we've gone for classic sort of almost preppy tailoring, the double-breasted jacket and the skinny pant, but teamed it with this sort of lurex, what we call a magic carpet print that has that sort of Eastern influence and colours.
So hold me close to your heart, and I'll stay close to your soul. No, you'll never be alone.
بعد البريك بوب ارت، هوليوود وفاشن فوتوغرافي، كاتوك بيرجع بعد لحظات. نفتتح القسم الثاني من كاتوك مع المصورة الفوتوغرافية الشهيرة آني ليبوفيتس، واللي التقطت من خلال عدستها عبر السنين الآلاف من الوجوه المعروفة بمختلف المجالات، وأبرزها الغناء والتمثيل مثل دامي مور، جون لينون، المغنية ليندا رونستادت، الملكة إليزابيث، لانس أرمسترونغ، مايكل جاكسون وكثير غيرهم. وبمناسبة الذكرى المئوية لتأسيس مجلة فانيتي فير، التقطت ليبوفيتس صور للممثلة كيت أبتون مستوحاة من نجمات هوليوود بالثلاثينات وأربعينات وخمسينات القرن الماضي، مثل لانا تيرنر، جين مانسفيلد ومارلي مونرو. خلونا نشوف سوا كواليس الفوتوشوت. كمان بإطار حلبة تصوير لمجلة فانيتي فير، المصمم مايكل كورس جمع عدد من أهم عارضات الأزياء بفوتوشوت خاص حملت عنوان مايكل كورس The Man and His Muses، وضمت مجموعة من التوب موديلز اللي رافقوه بعروض الأزياء من سنوات طويلة مثل إلينا كريستنسن، كارولينا كوركوفا وكارمن كاس.
In 3 words, I would describe Michael as
full of life, charismatic, witty, genuine, humorous, brilliant, youthful, loyal, and super talented. Well, yeah, 3 words might not be enough.
I've known Michael since I'm 16 years old. You know, he's seen me grow up in the industry, and he hasn't changed. He loves women and he empowers them. And when you look at his shows, it's always his girls that he loves, but he loves them for who they are and what they represent.
It's not always about who is the top model at the moment or the hottest girl in town. He truly has his own opinion about the beauty and his own favorites. And to be someone's muse like Michael, it is just very fulfilling.
I've always said, you know, it's the women who bring it all to life for me. This whole group of women, they're all women who really inspire me. You know, all of these women, they're all obviously very beautiful women, but they're an interesting group of women. They have opinions, personalities, they're not mannequins.
It's special, you know, you get to be yourself, you get to smile, and that's so rare.
You know, we always laugh and we always have the best time.
Just being with Michael or working with Michael is like hanging out with a really humorous friend. I think I just laugh every time I'm with him.
I love Michael. You know, he's such an American phenomenon, and he walks his talk. He helps people. I would do anything for him because he's a real true gem.
There's not very many designers that you feel like a family with. And that's what Michael is to me, at least.
You know, for me to see all of these women who have been a part of my career and my fashion brain since I started, to see them all together in one room and dressed in the clothes is...
بما انه عم نحكي عن الفاشن فوتوغرافي، اكيد ما فينا ننسى البوب ارت واندي وورهول اللي ابتكر نمط جديد بالستينات والسبعينات ما كان موجود من قبل، وقام برسم وابتكار صور تاريخيه لنجمات مثل ديانا روس ودابي هاري مغنيه فريق بلوندي. وباطار الريونيون للفريق تم افتتاح فاشن ستور خاص بدابي هاري وبلوندي بنيويورك، وتضمن البسه، صور وغيرها من الميمورابيليا اللي اكيد رح تنال اعجاب كل محبي الفريق وموضه البانك والسبعينات. ننضم سوا لدابي هاري وأعضاء فريق بلوندي بهالجولة على الفاشن ستور ومقتطفات من الحفل الموسيقي اللي قدموه من فترة.
We've been on tour for most of the summer in Europe and the UK, some big festivals, a few clubs. So, you know, here we are starting out in the States. I think we did, I don't know, 4 or 5 shows.
There's a feeling that's very reminiscent of the old days when we do a show in the city. You know, the energy and sort of the capacity crowd in a small area, you're really close up to everyone. The live performance kind of has that edge of we still have something to prove. It's not that we're really proving anything, but I think some people, having not seen us for a while, might be a bit apprehensive about what they're going to get when they come to see us. What about this? Live performance is a challenge in some ways, you know, to rise to the occasion.
We've always tried to entertain people as well as to have some kind of content.
Actually, a lot of the reviews have been giving us kudos for taking the step to perform a lot of the new material in conjunction with the old material.
We love our fans and we want to respect them, and we want to have a sort of continuity with our past albums and our past identity. And sometimes it's a subtle, thin line to walk. Because we are a business, we want to succeed and, you know, have people like it and to buy our product.
I mean, as so-called artists, we're really lucky to be placed in this city, you know, and all the stimulus that this city allows really makes us sound the way we sound.
Chris and I have a wonderful sense of communication, and our collaboration has become very cerebral, or, you know, I mean, it just sort of happens.
The energy is still here, and you know, just even the darkness is still here a little bit. So a lot of the stuff that I love about it. But for me, it's just a familiarity. I'm just, you know. Yeah, and I had 2 kids, you know, and it was great being with them when they were little. So that was kind of all-consuming, you know. That took a lot of time for me to get back into the writing mode. But yeah, I'm already I'm like kind of, the next one is kind of finished in a way. We just have to weed out the stuff. I have a million rough tracks that I have to figure out which to use.
Music is a funny thing. It's kind of like this creature, you know, that's always evolving and layering and forming different identities. We're really fortunate that we've created a sound that's identifiable, and we've sort of stuck to our guns. I don't know, we haven't had a complete meltdown. Only partial meltdowns.
قبل البريك نتذكر إحدى أشهر أغنية بلوندي هارت اوف جلاس واللي ارتبطت بموضة السبعينات، ثقافة السبعينات، وأكيد عروض الأزياء بوقتها من هالستون لفيولوتشي. بعد الإعلان المزيد من سبرينج سمر ترندز. كاتوك بيرجع بعد الفاصل. برحب فيكم بالقسم الثالث من كاتوك مع سبرينج سمر ترندز من توقيع باجلي ميشكا، اللي حسب مارك باجلي وجيمس ميشكا هي تحية لنساء باريس العشرينات والثلاثينات. يعني مثل ما عم نلاحظ الديزاينرز بينقسموا لقسمين من ناحية الانسبريشن، يا بيتوجهوا صوب التصاميم المستقبلية أو بيفضلوا الحنين للماضي والنوستالجيا باعتمادهم للريترو ستايل.
Fashion TV.
It's Mark Badgley and James Mishka. Started off inspired by a photographer from France from the 20s and 30s. His name is Jacques-Henri Lartigue, and he took very wonderful, moody, evocative pictures of women in the Riviera. That's kind of where he worked and lived in his sort of milieu of people.
There was something very beautiful about the way women dressed in the 20s and 30s and on the Riviera and in Deauville. You know, they were very put together and very polished, but still very sort of nonchalant and easy way that they put themselves together. Very relaxed but elegant attitude, and I think that very much appeals to our girl today. Is kind of how, you know, she likes to look. In the night clothes look as though she almost was out on her yacht and she took a dive into the sea and became this glamorous mermaid. The clothes are, the evening dresses are these beautiful sort of under the sea kind of colors, beautiful diaphanous fabrics that sort of glow, and they're very glamorous.
Pearlized treatments, so they kind of look like mermaids, you know, like fish scales and moonstones. Very sort of esoteric and ethereal in the evening clothes.
And it's our quest to, you know, have some volume to a lot of the evening gowns, but keep them as light as a feather at the same time, because I don't think women today like to, you know, run around in anything that's heavy and uncomfortable. So we try to get the drama across, but still, you know, let them hopefully feel effortless at the same time.
ننتقل لتصاميم دوغلاس هاننت اللي منا ولا ريترو ولا فيوتشرستيك، وإنما حالمة ومستوحاة من الجران كاناريا والمناظر الطبيعية، وهيك حب تكون مجموعته لربيع وصيف 2014.
The collection is inspired by Gran Canaria, the landscape of Gran Canaria, the dunes, the sea, the sky. So you see these very nuances of color in blues, sunset colors, and then the dunes in Gran Canaria are amazing. They're enormous, and there's no vegetation. The wind changes the patterns of the dunes and reforms them, so you get these beautiful, wonderful patterns. And then when the sun starts to set, they turn gold. In developing the theme of the show, the inspiration was taken from, last year I went there and I was amazed by, I've never seen dunes like this in the world. So that inspired it. And then collaborating with my hair and makeup people, we always just work together. I give them an inspiration and then they design the makeup, the hair. So that's how that works.
النيتشر كمان كانت ركيزة لتصاميم اليونج ديزاينر كريستوفر ريبورن اللي استوحى من الديزرت أو الصحراء ليبتكر مجموعته لربيع وصيف 2014، والكولكشن كانت مليئة بالفابريكس الخفيفة واللايرينج. بالنسبة للمصمم مدهم كيرشلوف، الكورسيت توبس والسيلك ساتنز كانوا ضرورة بالسبرينج سمر كولكشن اللي أرادها تكون تحية لعصر الملكة إليزابيث، يعني تصميم 100% بريتش.
Miss you most of all when I wake up in the morning and you're not here by my side when I go to bed at night. That's when I miss you the most. I miss you most of all when I stroll along the river. I see couples hand in hand, families playing in the sand. That's when I miss you the most. Can't you see that she is never coming back? I miss you most of all when arriving in an airport. People in the waiting room, hugging loved ones who come home. That's when I miss you the most. I miss you most of all. Every moment I feel hungry. When I'm in a restaurant, at a table just for one, that's when I miss you the most. And so I say to myself, get a hold of yourself. Can't you see that she is never coming back? I say to myself, try to find someone else. Gotta try to move on, get back on the right track. Miss you most of all when I wake up in the morning and you're not here by my side. When I go to bed at night, that's when I miss you the most. I miss you most of all when I stroll along the river. I see couples hand in hand.
لما نرجع بعد الفاصل بنبقى مع صديق إيفولتير، جون فارفاتوس ومارك جايكوبز. كاتوك بيتابع بعد دقايق قليلة. وصلنا لآخر قصة من كاتوك، وجولتنا التالية رح تكون من باريس مع صديق إيفولتير والمصممة سيسيليا بونستروم اللي حبت إنه تكون امرأة ربيع وصيف ل 2014 واثقة من نفسها وقوية وفريش وانرجيتك. وحبت روك اند رول ستايل يكون متواجد بكل القطع من خلال leather جاكيتس وتايت بانتس.
Hi, I'm Cecilia Bernström from Zadig & Voltaire. Welcome. It's a woman who's very strong, very sure of herself. It's an urban woman because I always have the problem in how do you dress in the summer in the city. So I designed thinking about that, how to dress women to stay rock and roll. I wanted very graphic, white and black, and also at Zadig & Voltaire it's often a question about collision. So I wanted to put together the fragility of lace, of silk against, crackled dry leather and studs. Well, Zadig and Voltaire, for the clients, it's a love relationship, and I think even for me personally, it is a question about love relationship. I was a model before, and then suddenly one day I just said to myself, I want to work, I want to learn something new, and I want to work at Zadig and Voltaire. That was the only choice I had, and they were crazy enough to believe in me because I just came from my model background without fashion background. And after 3 years, they gave me the post of head stylist and directrice artistique, as you say in France. And yeah, here we are, 200 stores in the world, and yeah, we continue to grow. It's a woman who is active. Zadig and Voltaire woman, she wants to be in fashion, but not too much, you know. It's a way of living. It's clothes that you can live in easily.
الروك اند رول وومن كانت اكيد واضحه على الرانوي عند زاديغ اي فولتير، اما عند جان فارفاتوس فرح نلاحظ ذات الاجواء وانما باطار المانز وير اللي كان لها عرض خلال الميلان فاشن ويك لالبسه الربيع والصيف لل 2014، والانسبريشن مره جديده السبعينات والثمانينات، وتحيه لديفيد بوي وجيمي هندريكس.
Happy Hall. I'm with Tomorrow in Milan, 21 years old, and I love fashion TV.
Hey, I'm Sterling, and this is
Brode.
We're from Australia, and we're Tomorrow models. And the best part of modelling is free travel, pretty much, because I have no money and I can travel around to London, Paris.
Hello, my name is Marius. I'm with Beatrice in Milan. I'm a musician. I play guitar, got a band. Yeah, that's what I do. We just recorded an album.
For spring, summer 14, our inspiration is really a return to elegance. It's about young men dressing up again and taking their wardrobe to another level. They're not stuffy, not stiff, and not looking like their father, but feeling quite elegant again. And I was working on a book that I'm doing on fashion and rock and roll, and I was very inspired by some of the elegant rockers from the 70s and 80s at that time, David Bowie, Brian Ferry, Jimi Hendrix, and the elegance that they portrayed. So it had an inspiration on the show.
Like traveling, I think the opportunity we have for traveling around the world, meet people, meet good places. I think we're lucky to have all this opportunity to travel. Well, it's kind of difficult because well, unlike Portugal, but like New York, is my favorite city. One look, but a real strong look. I have this beautiful shirt, black shirt, a cool pants, white t-shirt, and then white shirt. It's a very good look. And then I love fashion TV. Enjoy the show.
Hall, and we're here at John Barbatus. So the hair is always quite wild and rock and roll hair, so we take inspiration from the Stones and people from the 60s and 70s and really put in, it's quite big hair and lots of texture. So we create that just by putting in lots and lots of products, gels and thickening lotions. I use a lot of Bumble and Bumble styling lotion and thickening hairspray, and just keep applying it to the hair and building it up really, and drying it in until it's quite a stiff texture, so then the hair can be wild and rough and really, really loose and rock and roll basically.
المصمم الشهير مارك جايكوبز اعتمد الدارك مود بسبرينج سمر كولكشن الأخيرة، وكتار من القيمين على عالم الموضة انصدموا أو تفاجئوا بالألوان الداكنة اللي ما بنشوفها عادة بتصاميم الربيع والصيف، وحتى الإيفنينج جاونز كانت دارك وغوثيك نوعا ما، واعتمد فيها جايكوبز أقمشة غير صيفية مثل المخمل. على كل حال you be the judge. بنهاية حلقة اليوم من كات ووك بترككم مع التوب موديل ليندا لينستام، وقبل ما اودعكم ما تنسوا تو ابلود يور فوتوز على انستغرام مع الهاشتاج سيلفي كات ووك @LBCTV. كونوا كرييتيف باللوكس تبعكم لانه ممكن تكونوا ضمن اللوكس اوف ذا ويك كل نهار جمعة بحلقة كات ووك. انا برجع بشوفكم بكره بنفس الوقت. تشاو تشاو.
Very exciting. Feels good. So far, so good. We'll see. I like Milan. It's pretty relaxed. People are organized.
What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue? When everything I'll ever do.
I'm enjoying it now. I really am.
And I go la 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 la. She's got the look.
It went better than expected.